should be able to get this at any meat market. Wasn't on sale. Was it on sale? Nah, it's an expensive meat to cook, and it's an ornery meat. Ornery, like an old ass man ornery. So make sure you cook it right, because you don't want to mess this up. This was 52 bucks. As you can see, it's USDA prime beef. This is the best stuff you want to cook. Some people will use select or choice. If I can't get this, I'll go to Restaurant Depot and get the Angus choice. Angus grade choice is pretty close to USDA prime, so you can't go wrong with either one. If you're just in a crunch and a bind, you can get some select, and the difference between the select and the other stuff is the margarine, the fat. You need fat in the brisket. So if you want your whole brisket to be like the front of it, get select. This is the flat, the lean part of it. This is the point. This is where you get your burn-ins, where you get all that from. We're gonna cook the whole thing today. Not easy to find, and I'm liking the way this is feeling already. It's got a lot of soft fat on it, but it also has some fat that is hard. So we're going to trim this brisket today. The goal is to cook this, and when it's done, you don't throw anything away. So I'm going to trim it to where when it's cooked, a lot of people cook briskets and then they're scraping off fat, and it's because it's just too much fat on it, and they don't know how to trim it. So I'm going to show you how to trim it right today. So the first thing we're going to do is take this big hard heel out. This right here. This is hard fat. It will not render. I don't care how long you cook it, it's nasty. And you need to cut it out. Not all the way out, but enough to where it's thin enough where it will render. Render fat is good. So as you can see, I'm going in with my Cutco knife. This is a knife from Cutco. It's a chef knife. My boy AB brought me the Amazon Tomahawk.
Hey, look, we call that, check this out, we call that the meathead knife.
This is the meathead.
Meathead knife.
I just want to see how it. Okay. Yeah. It's working. It's working. Yeah.
And we finna, break it down. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, he's very, very well spoken and got his own little, swag flavor to it. So I'm gonna let him do him, and maybe I'll learn something. Cause my mama didn't raise no food, so I think I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, keep my eyes open.
I'm gonna go back to this Cutco knife, because that's huge.
Yeah, you think
pause. Slather on. So this is a mustard-based slather. You can use whatever you want. Slather is nothing more than just something to get the rub, the stick. I do have a special rub that I put on. Slather that I put on. It's not just mustard in here. But as I said before, you can use whatever you want. Just get the rub, the stick. And once we get that done, once I put the slather on, season. So this is my seasoning. You can use whatever kind of seasoning you want. In Texas, they primarily use salt and pepper, so they say. This is not just salt and pepper, but it is definitely.
Okay, look, so now we're gonna do brisket number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this. I'm gonna trim it, my style. We can compare our styles or whatever, but the main thing is I need to hurry up and get it all seasoned up, you know what I mean, so that I can hurry up and get inside of this insulated smoker. So you just saw the way Mad Dogg did it. So let me go ahead and get into this. I'm getting ready to speed this up, but I'm finna trim, show you some pictures, get it seasoned, then we finna get it injected, and we going from there. brisket number 2. This one right here was injected, and we go from there. While we got it open, let me hurry up and try to get a sneak peek at this one. Ah, yeah, look at the color. Hey, that's gonna make me have to go out and spend that money. You know what I mean? Insulated Smoker. Hey, he out here like my rec tech. Just set it and leave it alone. And where we at on our temperature? Right now, I know we done went down. You know what I mean? But it didn't lose much. Actually, it was at 250. He wants to keep it between 225 and 230. But that's where we at right now. You know, it doesn't lose too much. Hey, to be continued. Oh, man.
All right, so this is the one we put on earlier. It really doesn't need a spritz, but we're gonna spritz it anyway.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna go ahead and go out on the limb and say that's because we injected that top one. It's leaking on your bottom. Hey, so, hey.
Probably so. And every now and then you get some juice that'll build up right here. You can actually just tip that just to get it off.
Right.
Spritz the top. All right, man. So we good?
We good. So look, we was at 250. I just want to see how much it dropped.
Start from here, and we're gonna go this way, till we get to the point, and then we'll turn it and then make the other slices. So you'll see where we get our burn ends and all that stuff from.
Okay.
Always start with this slice first. Let you get a taste of that. This face down so that it doesn't dry out. Not that it is, but like a number 2 pencil thick. Not too, you don't want to cut too thin. A lot thicker. The point's kind of decent right here. When you get some nitrate salt, that will produce a smoke ring. And that's a fake smoke ring on it. So, this away. This.
wrapping it up. Hey, Mad Dogg. Hey, this right here. Hey, this is out of sight. Hey, I know you guys been with us, you know, on this long journey of cooking this brisket
all day.
Yes, sir. It's been
Christ.
I think we started what it does.
The first and the last brisket video.
I think we started at 10:15 this morning, and here it is right now. 10:15.
Yes, 12.
Hey, so a 12-hour cook on this brisket. He just prepped some burnt ends. He just put his magical sauce on it. So let me go ahead and find out which one. Oh yeah, here we go. Look. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Yeah, man, he's another one of those, man. So look, you saw the first brisket that we did, that we cut up. That was injected. You can see the juices and everything, you know, flowing out of it. And this one right here is no injection, but this, you ask me, this has been just as juicy as the first one. Hey, but the flavors where it changed. I can taste that, you know, that injection and that flavor that had brought, you know, versus this one here. But either one of them, hands down, is the one. Hey, you got this perfected, bro. I'm gonna have to go ahead and
Give you another one.
give me another one, man.
I'm gonna take this little morsel right here.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. Burn in, look, perfect amount of meat, fat, and this crunchy, crisp bark.
Bark come out good too. Hey man, we did a good job today, bro.
Hey, bro. I'm gonna go get that. Just that piece. And then I'm gone.
Oh my God. Oh man. Well, y'all, I appreciate you guys for joining us.
Hey, with that being said, folks, hey, I'm gonna give this 2 thumbs up. I definitely approve. I got a lot of ribs, brisket to take home.
Yeah.
And
he got something to give away. He got enough to give away.
Yeah.
That's a lot of meat, bro.
So listen, if you know me, come on by and get it. So, with that being said, folks, we out. Thanks, man, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.